What's a single valuable piece of information you would like to share? How to tell when a mirror is actually two-way glass. Find a mirror in your home to practice this on, it'll help explain it. Real mirrors are typically a thin layer of reflective plastic attached to a sheet of glass. As such, the glass is between you and the mirror, the actually reflective surface. If it's a real mirror, press something up against it, your thumbnail works, and look at the reflection. There should be a small gap between your thumb and the reflected image because of the glass getting in the way. Two-way mirror glass is completely different, and will have no gap between your thumb and the reflection. They'll be perfectly connected, because they're constructed differently and don't have that same layer of glass. Keep this in mind anytime you go to a new place with mirrors. A bathroom, a changing room, a bedroom, etc. Check the mirror quickly, and see if there's a gap. If there is, you're safe. If not, don't trust it. Old saying from sex workers back in the day: it's better to die at the first location fighting than be taken to a second. If you're being attacked by someone, you should fight back, scratch hard, get DNA under your fingernails, spit in unconventional spaces, spread blood, behind and under furniture, do as much as you can to establish you were there and establish the attacker's DNA is on you in some way. Being taken to a second location ensures your death or your fate of never coming home almost always. Be loud even if they say they will kill you. Make as much noise as possible. It's better to die at the first location than to be taken to the second. At least if you die there, your family has a body to bury. The harsh reality is if you are taken to a second location, you may never be found dead or alive. Even if no one intervenes when they hear your screams, they may be able to get a description of who took you or their vehicle. If you are being taken to a second location, you need to stay calm and don't panic, it will cloud your decision making. If you're in a car, you need to attempt to pop open the truck. If the latch has been Jimmy Rigger, you need to punch out the tail light and become visible to cars behind you. You need to run the moment you get a chance. Run fast and don't look back, focus on breathing and what's in front of you, don't trip, and don't stop running until you're sure you've found safety. This is also a good time to mention you should be ensuring at least one person in your life knows your location at any given time. Your family should have a safe word. This is a word that is only used in absolute emergency 911 situations. It should be something you can casually say but won't accidentally say in day-to-day life. If you were kidnapped and an adult, sometimes the captors will make you say you're okay verbally to family in an attempt to withdraw police attention. Make it seem like you're an adult who left on their own. You need to collect as much as you can in terms of a description. Anything. Body weight, height, eye color, face shape, hair color, freckles on their body, their hands. Get literally any description you can, even if it's just the size on shoes or clothing. These things may keep you alive, and if you're alive, it allows for the investigation to not be as traumatic. It makes an easier cut and dry case. You're more likely to acquire new patterns of behavior when you're reinforced consistently. For example, getting a paycheck each Friday or getting a response to a text message from someone you've started dating. But problem behaviors, gambling, substance abuse, overeating, avoidance, or fighting, despite being destructive or dysfunctional, persist because they are strengthened through inconsistent or intermittent reinforcement. These problem behaviors become resistant to extinction. This is called the partial reinforcement extinction effect, or PRE, even when you say you want to change them. Gamblers who want to quit keep playing because they win just enough to strengthen their commitment to gambling. Children continue to throw tantrums because their parents give them what they want eventually. People who stay in bad relationships hang in there because some of their needs are satisfied sometimes. People who struggle with social anxiety commit to escape and avoidance behaviors because they occasionally get relief by doing so. These intermittent patterns of reinforcement are precisely why discipline, self-control, or motivation are rarely powerful enough to support behavior change. Stop using debit and start using credit if you can control your spending habits. I know it sounds crazy, as people are constantly told that credit is an evil goblin just waiting to take you into massive debt, but these cards are straight up free money if you use them as you would a debit card. The key is to not use them as a credit card. Never think of paying it off. If you couldn't debit something right now with this card, don't use a credit card. I pay full balance every month. The rewards are absolutely insane. Every year I do one card that earns me a free vacation. An airline card that comps an entire round-trip flight to Japan, for example, is my most recent one. I also twist in a few cash back bonuses. Spend $1,000, get $200. I use these to pay my HOA off for the year and just get $200 back, or my health insurance. It's just free money. I nab the bonus and close the card. Then there are your regular ones that just earn you money in specific categories. I have a gas card for 3% back on gas. Grocery store card for 2.5% on groceries. It seems small, but it all adds up. Again though, if you are the type to actually use a credit card to pay something off over time, don't do it. If you have a lot of savings and just want to kick back on what you'd spend anyway, this is the way. The most important piece of information you can give 911 is where you are, followed by what the problem. Even if no other information is given, someone can still be sent to a location to see what the problem is. Bonus. If you accidentally call 911, just stay on the line and tell them it was an accident. It happens a lot. They won't be mad. If you hang up, they have to call you back. That is irritating.